It's a tin roof. Let's just see how the connection is. Ooh, first thing off the bat, we splashed the new table. Yeah, first coffee in the maple suite though. Ah well, it's a good thing she's got a hearty finish on her. What a way to break her in. Mama Taz. Was that Chippy I seen there too? Yeah, I gotta hit my button here. Come on, button. There we are. Oz. Chippy, Oz, Mama. Good to see you all. We're in the Maple Freedom Suite here. You can see all the maple leaves and stuff and flags. This here was a trailer I picked up. Actually picked up the trailer for free. Sorry. Delicious coffee out my KO can Goku mug. Matt, good to see you. At any rate, I got this for free. It was in rough shape. It was halfway gutted. And I guess there was an original roof leak around the skylight, which caused a bunch of damage in around there. And it leaked over, and I guess it came in around where there was a light here. So I had to pull all that rod off and put all this stuff up. Some flooring and stuff. And I guess when because they had fixed the skylight, and if you look up top, what they did is they just broke the old skylight and put a new one on top of it and just siliconed the guts out of her. I mean, it works for now. We might just pour some tar over that. But at any rate, I guess when they fixed it, they came on from here and they climbed on. So one of the first orders of business, when they climbed on, I guess they dented it in because I could lift up and push it and we were clunk, clunk, clunk. So the first order of business was that big maple beam here. I brought my floor jack in here and a piece of pole wood. I fired her under that, and we jacked her up until she went clunk. So we went a touch further just to get past the hump, and then we put these two elm uprights. Or I just all myself, eh? Two maple elm uprights to hold the maple beam. I mean, I would have used elm for the beam too, but I didn't have a long enough piece and it wasn't thick enough, so I just used that big old dirty piece of maple. And we fixed it there above the or where the dent was there. So you can see we got a nice psychedelic ceiling, and we went over to some, click flooring. I fixed the cupboard, gave her a new little backsplash, custom live edge counter, a throne fit for a Canadian or American visitor. And she's memory foam, man. I just gotta fix my flag. I didn't realize she was untucked. And we got our little faucet lights. You just twist the faucet, turn them off and on. And then actually these guys are all hooked up to these little light switches on the wall, and they work pretty good. And then that's just a tool cupboard for now. I'm still gonna finish that. There's a couple little odds and ends still to be done. This here was in here. That little Ontario sticker, which was, I guess, the lead for the inspiration of the theme of this trailer. But at any rate, yeah, so I use all my milled lumber for the most part. Little odds and ends that I had kicking around to build the thing. But yeah, and it's like all live edge on the side. I don't know if I showed you that. And then I just did a 2-bit epoxy on top. It's nothing fancy. It's just a surface that we can put a hot plate on. And down at the side I've run the power in. And it's got a hillbilly door on it for now. That's the last thing to do, is I gotta fix the door proper. But, which leads me to why. Well, we're making little bunkies here for the Sawr-B-Q. And I mean, there's a few people coming from a ways, and I got that farm saw going off for the draw for the Sawr-B-Q, and I said I'd put that in that to make it extra special. Well, here's how I'm making it extra special. We're investing in these little things. And there's quite a size bigger one up front there. We'll show you that in a bit. As you can hear, she's raining. Bit of a rough day outside. But we got a 32-footer up front with the 2 tip outs. Now, one tip out's in good shape. The other tip out, we don't have it. So I just fired a tarp over the wall. She needs a real good clean. But, I mean, the bones are good. She don't leak. So, hey, how's she going, Fino? So, hey, Oz, heck, if you can make her here, you can take the old Canuck suite here if you want. And I got this special Unity flag here for all my American friends. Just above the one bunk. So yeah, there's 2 bunks in here. The one bed, I guess it's the memory foam one there. Here, let me switch it around. The memory foam one there is a little size smaller than the actual. I thought it was a twin. I guess it must be a double, or whatever size up from a twin is. So maybe we can end up using that that memory foam bit up there, and we'll get the proper size for that. Because I mean, the old mattress was all right, and I was leaving it out in the sun to bake because the sun's one of the best sterilizers going. And I left it out overnight, and I guess a raccoon found it and tore one corner out of her. So there goes that mattress. So I just ended up getting a brand new piece of. It wasn't a raccoon. It wasn't big enough to be a raccoon. It must have been a squirrel. But at any rate, and that's besides the point. I got rid of that thing, and I got the memory foam one because I don't know. I'm just not into mattresses that got guts pulled out of them. They just look god awful, and there's just no way to fix that. Oh, I got the rougher side of the mug facing you. It's an old mug. JK, how's she going? But anyways, yeah, so last order of business is I gotta clean up my tool cupboard and give that a cover. I gotta finish cleaning the floor again. And probably get one more final vacuum around in here. I got the old Stanley shop vac in here. And then, then I'm gonna do the door. And I don't know that I'm gonna do anything with where the old washroom was. That's already been pulled out, and it's just kind of an open corner. You know what I might do, actually? I might build a little shelf for people to put their saws on there while they're visiting. So anyways, yeah, that's the plan with that. So, oh yeah. The other thing I was going to talk about too is, Matt, if you're still here, that bugger talked me into a couple of P39s. So I think we're going to take one of those and shine it up real nice, and we'll do another Sawr-B-Q draw. And that one, we might do it for like bass opener, which is in a couple of weeks, which means I really got to get my butt in gear. How bad does anybody want a P39? Because if not, we could put that off till next month. And do it sometime. I also, maybe next week we're going to go down to the David Busby Center. I think it's $320, $340 that we got from the last Indigo saw draw. Which, just to be clear, an Indigo saw draw and a Sawr-B-Q saw draw are 2 different things. Indigo saw draws go to a decided charity. A Sawr-B-Q saw draw goes to stuff for the Sawr-B-Qs, such as, bunkies and whatnot, and maybe some gas for somebody to drive down, kind of thing. But if there's extra to go from fixing up bunkies, that's what I figured we'll go for now. We got the 2 bunkies, and once there's extra from that, if there's extra, that can go to somebody's gas or plane ticket. Haven't got a P39 yet. Well, geez, I don't think that they're going to take much. Matt said that they were in pretty decent shape, and they look good. They're really shiny. I should have brought one out for you. But we also got the farm saw, which I'm dedicated. We're gonna draw that off at the Sawr-B-Q, which is October 22nd and 23rd. So both days. Not unless there's some damning evidence that makes it safe. But at any rate, we're just we're gonna fix these up, and yeah, anybody who can make it here, just give us a heads up. So this guy will sleep too. This original setup here would have collapsed down into a bed if I didn't customize it. So I had to build this bench out. This was ripped out. That's still the original frame for that bench, and these are the original cushions, and they're in great shape. Really great shape. There's a vacuum and whatnot, and not even a musty smell to them. But this side I had to reframe in and all that. So the gap might be bigger than expected, and I just used a bench top, really, that I had halfway finished, and I just kind of slapped her in. This is good enough. You can throw your coffee on here, or breakfast, or whatever. Like, we'll try and get a little coffee maker in here, or something like that, and a little hot plate. That way, when somebody's up early, they can make a fried egg and a coffee or whatever. But I mean, like, underneath the counter, I just boxed it off. There's no cupboard in there. I mean, I didn't figure that no one's going to be living in here, so you don't really need extra space for storage, right? And that's just over a wheel well anyway, so I just spray foam the guts out of it, and away we go. That's what I did underneath the bed, too. I mean, that's supposed to, I think, fold up into a couch kind of deal. But I just said to heck with her, and I spray foamed the guts out of it. John Bob, good to see you, dude. Hope you're feeling well. Never good to be out of commission. Well, I got coffee in my mustache. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to kind of show you guys the old maple sweet. And, I mean, she's maple and she's sweet. Right? So, I mean, there's the old skylight, but we put the maple flag over it just kind of keep her neat. Oh! Ticket rolls. Well, I'm just going to draw them on the back of cards, but I mean, well, I guess because of you, now we can do something more fancier and natish. Hang on, this thing cutting all loose. That little piggy was here. I mean, this thing was halfway ready to become the maple sweet. See? The old made in Canada piggy. Well, I don't know if this thing was made in Canada, but oh, Jay, you guys are amazing. Well, the big one there, I think Jay will have dibs on that one. Because Jay already kind of halfway knew about all this. Because me and Jay, we talk about it every day anyway. And I just recently got this, and I slept it all here not that long. I mean, she's raining right now, not a leak. And when I got it, the day I got it, she was raining, and that's how I knew she was solid, because nothing in here was wet. Rocky sounds upset about something. And I mean, all the windows are good. This one, I got to put some plexiglass over it, and that's actually one last thing to do. But all the windows are good, and it looks like they all have like the little winder thing. You just got to stick a screwdriver in it. Actually, one back here has a winder. But, oh, spray foam. Okay. I was wondering what that white crap was. Just a little extra piece of spray foam. But anyways, yeah. She's pretty much ready to go. So bring your saws, and I'll try and put a little shelfie poo in the corner, so you can put your saws. And if you win a saw, then you can put your saw on the shelf too. Oh man, I can't wait. That's gonna be awesome. So there's a big spruce over there by the house, and it's got some branches kind of resting just above the eaves trough and all that. And Jay wants to climb it, and he's gonna take them branches off that and everything like that. And she's got like a bit of a looks like there's something infested in it, probably ants. Like one side of it's kind of dying off, so we're probably gonna fall that. So maybe when Jay gets down here, we'll do a video of us two Canucks working together. At any rate, that'll be cool. And like anybody anybody in the world, I don't care if you can make her. It's just a no drama kind of fun barbecue event. And last year was one day. This year we're gonna make her 2 days. I mean, we'll just have we'll have our new little one on the way. Well, should be here and on the end of August, right? So September, October. By the end of October, we'll have a 2-month-old plus a 2-year-old, 3-year-old actually. Raven will be a 3 at that time, and yeah, it'll just be one fun, happy mess. You know, it'll be great. So I can't wait. Anyways, like I say, so we're gonna get these bunkies together. This thing will sleep. I mean, 2 comfortably. You could do 3. Like you could do a couple on there, or a couple of kids, anyways, or something like that. And someone who's fairly lightweight up there. I wouldn't want to sleep on one of these couches, but I mean, if you're little, maybe. There is enough room on the floor too to throw an air mattress, I suppose. But yeah, you could squeeze some people in here. But the other one, oh by golly, let's go have a look at that. Looks like the rain's kind of buggered off for a second, so I was kind of hoping some of that thunder would have rolled while you guys were here. But and you'll kind of get a good look at what the outside of here. So that's the window I got to put the plexiglass over, but the rest of the windows, they're skookum. But yeah, there's the little trailer there. And then, so you'll see my big ugly tarp, but the rest of this thing. Take care, John Bob. Good to see you, dude. Yeah. Whoop. Bottom. Bottom. Bum 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 ba-da-dum. Bum 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 ba-da-dum ba-da-dum. So yeah, I had the type bar when I brought it back from Fenland Falls. So the tie bar ripped, obviously, and I threw this tarp up. Um, but yeah, I brought this back from Fenland Falls. This big dirty thing, no trailer brakes, with the buggy. The old buggy did her. No problem. And you know what? I didn't really know that it wasn't there. It wasn't too much a problem to pull it. But then I realized it was there every time I went to stop. Which is kind of the deal when you have no trailer brakes. But you can see she's pretty dirty in there. I was airing out those couch cushions. And I left them out last night. So this morning, early in the morning, when I heard the thunder rolling, I ran outside and I put them in. So they got a little damp. But, I mean, she's dirty in here. Ah. But the ceiling's good. It's got a nice little cathedral ceiling. Got like a fireplace going on over there. It's dirty though. Like I gotta clean it. But I mean, to be honest with you, this is actually in better shape than the other one was. Whoa, did this lock? Oh no, okay, there we go. So this side, come on you. Ah! So when we get down there, like there's little slide outs, I can build a frame for the tip kind of thing. And what I was thinking about is maybe even putting like a little bit of a door, like a slidey door thing, or a big custom homemade like barn door swing out thing, and then I can have like an open deck out on that side, and we can maybe do some bunk beds up against the back or something like that, and kind of have it that way. And either bunk beds in here, like I said, against the back, and then all the music, when we can put the drums and stuff and some amps and whatnot, and then whenever we want to party, we can just kind of throw everything out on the deck and rock and roll. So that's another. So this is a bigger trailer, but not a lot more than just cleaning and then this dirty thing to deal with. I mean, a little bit of screwing and caulking in the corners and stuff like that. But I mean, the roof's good and a good pressure washing. But that one was a $200 deal, and the frame is solid. So I mean, that trailer that size worth freaking more than $200 in scrap. So can't lose on that. Anyways, so that's now that I'm finishing up on that one, I'm going to pressure wash that. Put the new plexiglass on the door, and finish those few little gremlin things, and then pressure wash the roof and put some more rubber on the roof, or whatever you call that, flex seal or leak seal stuff, just to keep it maintained, which I think is what you do with these trailers just about every year or two. I don't know. These are actually my first trailers. I know a bunch of little basic carpentry, and I've got a bunch of milled lumber around that I did last year, right? So we're doing that. But I'm not a cabinet maker by any means. It's starting to rain again. So that's the deal. Did I just see Stevie? Let's pop in. Hey, Steve-O! Andrew Scott. Oh, geez. Sorry if I'm missing anybody. I gotta watch where I walk around here sometimes. Yeah, here we are in the Maple Suite. And she's right close to completion. Just about finito. Magneto. So that's oh man. Nah. This thing got loose again. I don't know why I always grab this cheap tripod. Maybe because it sets up fast, but the thing about it sets up fast and then I have to reset it every 10 seconds. Or any time I touch it. But anyways. Yeah, so any news? So yeah, and that's the other thing we can talk about. So the new place situation, we ain't doing that anytime soon. I mean, like I said before, we never had a for sale sign up on this place, and we were just kind of looking around and just seeing what the market was like. And oh my God, the market's ridiculous right now. So like, as soon as you look at a place, it's gone, which is terrifying. You know, it's good for a seller, but if you're going to sell and move your family, that's terrifying because you know, you could be homeless right quick. You could be living in one of these. So, anyways, we're not into that. So we're gonna stick around here for a while until things cool down at least. But we do want to get more land. So whatever the future holds for us, well, that's unknown. But isn't that always the case? And isn't that always the way it is to be, you know, interesting? But anyways, well, we are eventually gonna probably leave this place because it's got limitations. Oh, and that's the other thing. Back there, we got rid of the sheep. That's back where we put down that big poplar tree, and that's where these trailers are going to go. So I can kind of show you. I filled in the ponds and everything. I mean, and it's also kind of part of all dressing up the place and everything and making it kind of, you know, decent. I haven't cut the grass, but now I can that it's in the May. We were doing a whole no-mow May for the bees this year. Anyway, go over here, and you can see the poplar tree. I put down. Had my friends Matt and Kevin over, and they helped me, you know, lemon up and burn all the brush. And poplar trees, cottonwood, whatever you want to call it, stinky stuff. Not really great firewood. But she's a big juicy bugger. Not horribly small. Anyways, so yeah, the little guy, I think we're gonna kind of just slip in here where I've got all this firewood stacked up. Well, from the poplar, and I'll get this cleaned up nice. And then the big guy, I think we're just gonna kind of slip in up over, where can you see? There we go. Up in over here. Tuck it in behind these trees. I'm gonna get rid of that post, clean all this garbage up. Like I said, it filled in the ponds. So yeah, this is gonna be kind of the monkey area. It's got a little fire pit, so that's kind of cool too. Which I might have to move that. We'll see. It's a work in progress, but I mean, I got till October, so there's no rush. Just kind of plug out away at it. And days like today are great days to work inside of a trailer because it's dry. Anyway, so hopefully, you know, it'd be great like if every restriction is gone at the border and everything, and everybody could show up and we can have a ball. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for. We're still a few months out, right? So it's possible. And I'd love to see as many of you as I can. If I could help you financially to get here too, and all that. That's what the Sawr-B-Q raffle saws are about and stuff. We're just gonna try and get people here and have fun. Like I said, that's what it's all about. Just hanging out with friends. No drama event. You know, don't worry about finances and stuff like that. We can try and help you out, and potluck if you can, and that's about it. You know, it's just all about fun. I just want to see my friends. And I think that's a good day to do it. Nice and cool, fall colors. I don't know if anybody of you has been in Ontario in the fall. It's a beautiful place to be. You know, all the boreal forest we got here. And, it's just something about a big sugar maple when she goes deep red. That's a beauty thing. But anyway, well, that's why we got all these big red maple leaves in the trailer. So yeah, the maple sweet. So this one's up for grabs for who wants to stay. So, sooner you speak on the maple sweet, the sooner you get her. And then I'm gonna fix up that Colombo jumbo. And like I said, we're gonna try and put some bunk beds in there. That one couch in there, it's actually a pull-out bed couch, and it's in good decent shape. And actually, we've got another pull-out bed couch that we can probably squeeze in there from the house that we were thinking about getting rid of anyways. And the one thing about that pull-out bed couch there is it had like a little top layer, and it looks like it got like a little torn or something like that, and there's a bunch of fluff there. But and there's a bunch of junk on it from when I drove down the way with all them holes in it, right? With the tip out gone. So that and the sliding door kept on flying open on me when I was going down the road. It was a fun journey. It was about an hour and a half for the buggy, and we went down with that big old dirty 32-foot trailer and with the tip out and all that. And no trailer brakes, but by golly, she made her. And we had them to stick on lights and all that thing. We tried to make her as legit as we could. I don't know that we broke any laws, and maybe you're supposed to have trailer brakes. I don't know. But either way, it's done now, and I don't have to take it anywhere any further. So that was kind of a nice white knuckle drive. But in old Chevys, they can do it. Been done before. Any rate, that one we should be able to sleep a whole whack of people. Like that should be the Colombo Jumbo, but I think the Master Suite's spoken for the Ferrises, so which as I think they're probably coming from the longest way, being all the way out west. But either way, too, there's also we got the spare room in the house too. So that's up to Jay. Wherever Jay wants to stay, he gets dibs. But anyway, I'm just excited as all get out. It's kind of fun. I enjoyed doing all the live ed working on this, and just seeing it all kind of come together is pretty fun. Pretty fun. Pretty cool. And this one's a pretty good rolling unit too. So once I get the door fixed on and everything too, I don't know. Might be rolling this one down to the August event for the hoarders. Their barbecue. Which that's a sweet get together. Holy smokes. Caster Man, good to see you. So yeah, I mean, geez, I wish you were here. You could probably help me out with this big time, make it look sweet. All fancy, because there is a couple of cabinets here that are pretty rough that I just kind of salvaged. But yeah, I just did the little tabletops mainly. But, by golly, if this don't look comfortable, I don't know what to do. You know you want to sleep on that. Yeah, you do. The maple sweet. She's maple. And she's sweet. Tasman, good to see you. But yeah, if anybody can get here, we'll try and board and batten anybody. But I also got a bunch of tents and stuff too, and there's quite a bit of space back here, especially now that we got rid of the sheep. So the only problem is we'll have to cut the grass back there again, but that's okay. So, and then what we can do too is if anybody wants to come early and bring a trailer the day before, you're more than welcome to scoot that in here somewhere too. So, because I mean, the day of, it'll probably be pretty hard to get a trailer down the way. It'll be tight with the parking. It was last year anyway. Oh, it'd be great if you get out here, Kenny. That'd be sweet. That would be sweet. I'd pay for the plane ticket. But at any rate, yeah. And I mean, the collection of saws, like, I mean, last year, that was really cool. So I can only hope that we get the same kind of amount this year. It's really neat to see all the different saws and all of them going at it in the different CC classes, because what we did, and what we'll do again, is we do hardwood logs of different sizes. You know, like start with a 10-inch and then go from that kind of deal, or 6-inch for the top handle class. And yeah, so you got your, like, what was it, 40 cc's or less, which is your top handle class, and that would be on a small little maple log, or was on the small little 6-inch maple log last year. And then you can go up bigger, and we got what was it? I think it was 40 to 60 cc class. So to get your, like, homeowner size all in one class, and that was fun in a nice. I think it was a bigger chunk of ash. I think it was all ash all the way up actually from that. And so then when we just did it, yeah, it was like a 20 cc gap, so it would be like 60 to 80 cc class, and then the 80 to 80, I think it was 80 plus. After that, you know, you can just put a P50 against a P60 kind of deal, you know. And oh my gosh, a P60 was the fastest in the big class, and I believe the fastest saw overall was a Pioneer 3270 or 3200. Same difference. By golly, because they were all, well, we all kind of, I think I put a saw into that log too, but we were all kind of taking random times off of some softwood at the beginning of it all. And the one saw that was just, nobody could keep up with it was that 3200 of one of the fellas from the Chainsaw Hoarders there. I don't know that he watches I guess he's got a YouTube channel. But anyways, Tim, I believe is his name. And he's got a nice rat rod 3200 that was just untouchable. I think it was crazy. Everybody was, there was Stills, Echo, Husqvarna, other Pioneers, like big Pioneers, and McCulloch, Poland, geez, everything. So, and that's the other thing. So with that dirty poplar, I was cutting that thing, and I stuck a 24-inch bar into that just to final up my my hole with, because I was doing that originally with a 20-inch bar, and I'm like going around. So thankfully I have my P50 nearby, and I just grabbed that, and that's where I mean I trimmed that thing up because it was it was an interesting affair. You know, I was just kind of goofing off in the backyard, but it was fun, safe, and everything was cool. But the bar was way too small for that tree, and so even the 24-inch bar was still too small. And that's a good chunk of wood, so I think we're going to keep that main log. So if anybody wants to bring two-man saws, you can give her the garlic and that by. Or if you want to bring a big dirty, bar kind of thing, if you run your 32-inch bar or 42-inch bar, go for it. Bury the sucker. It's I think it's a nice piece of wood, and it's here, so I don't have to transport it. So I can just drive the case over there and lift it up, put it somewhere. So that's the thing about cutting wood elsewhere and all that. If it's a big chunk of wood, I gotta chunk it into firewood, because I can't lift that myself. I can lift a fairly decent size log, but not that big. I need equipment for that kind of stuff. So, and I don't like to bug people for help, at other places, like when I'm cutting at the farm and all that. I don't want to bug anybody to grab their tractor and lift it in there. If I can't skid it out with the Massey and lift it in the truck by myself, then I don't bother. So that's the whole thing about that. But I mean, there are times, where you get the bigger ones and you got a bit of a strategy, right? So you can like use a ratchet strap and kind of hoist it up into a tree and then back in and then get it in. There's sometimes there's tricks to that, So yeah, man, that'd be cool. That'd be cool. I was trying to tell Chip because he's coming out this way eventually to buy a car, because I guess they're cheaper out this road, and I was trying to tell him, come by in October and come for the Sawr-B-Q. That'd be awesome. More to merrier. I mean, geez, last year was a blast. I mean, any saw event I've ever been to is a blast. I mean, it's such great people. Basically, you run into saw people, you run into good, hardworking people, that have good respect for each other, good respect for the day, good respect for life. So that's, I think, par for the course with any kind of. And it's funny, I got into that because I joined the Canadian Vintage Chainsaw Hoarders group, and I went into their barbecue last year, and by golly, I mean, it just brought me back to like when I was younger. My dad brought us to, or brought me, in my little snowmobile, which I still have, to vintage snowmobile meets. And that was the same kind of atmosphere, just two stroking the air and everybody just having a good time and goofing off with their old vintage stuff. And so, I mean, that was cool. And I mean, the Canadian Vintage Chainsaw Order is not just vintage saws. I mean, they got new saws too. I think it's just the handle for the most part. And we all know vintage is better, anyways. But rambling on, that was kind of that sparked it all for me. And like I had just started the whole YouTube channel, and I mean, I found them through that, and I met Jeff Gladman, who told me about Jeff Ward, who was the leader of the group, and I met up with Jeff Ward, and I mean, holy smokes, that guy's awesome. We hit it off there, and I tell you what, that guy's somebody I'm really proud to call my friend. Um, yeah, so and that's all the whole awards. They take you in and they treat you just like family, right? So that's kind of like the whole. And then I got the idea through the group to do the Sawr-B-Q in October, because there's this the August long weekend, which is I believe the beginning of August. So that's a summer event, and we can do the fall event, and hopefully somebody eventually picks up a spring event, and that'd be kind of cool. Um, Mr. Leggett, good to see you. So that's all I have to say about that. But by golly, their event that's next level. I mean, I don't mean to put anybody else's event down, but by golly, they take a post hole auger and they auger big old holes and put big old like 16-foot, 20-foot logs in the ground. I have to ask Jeff about how tall they are, and they have a tree felling competition where I think you try and drive a golf tee in the ground. I mean, I haven't seen anybody else do that. So they do that. They put the tree felling competition together. They do a noodling competition. All kinds of wood to cut. I mean, all kinds of size. That's the hands down best collection I've ever seen in my life. So like I said, we'll try and do a video for that this year too. We'll get down there. I can't guarantee that Karina and Raven will be going this year because of the pregnancy situation, and with the little guy being due at the end of the month, it might be cutting a little close, which was kind of the same situation last year. But I'm gonna try and stay for both days and get up there this year. But anyway, yeah, that's hands down. I mean, I'd rather go to that than still timber sports. That's hands down the greatest saw event I've ever seen. Yeah, it's pretty cool, and the people are amazing. You know, and it's not just the saw collection. It's not just the event. You know, it's the people, right? People are amazing, really good, hardworking people. So I shouldn't. I'll stop gawking about that. I mean, and if you want to see, I did a video of it last year. I tried to film as much of it as I can. I didn't really do a whole lot. Like, I tried to just bear witness and do some videos for you. So, and I'll try and do the same thing this year. I mean, I like to play around too, but geez, I can play around anytime, and it's nice to sit back and watch other people cut sometimes. So that's what I'm gonna try and do again this year when I go. I'll try and just film everybody else who let me. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Nah, I don't know about that. I think the world champion right now is a Canadian, isn't he? I forget his name. He's got the world record for the was it the fast chomp when you're standing on the dang thing? I forget his name. I think he's the champion right now. He's a Canadian fella. Timber sports is cool. I mean, I'm not a still fan, but they give us the timber sports, and by golly, is that ever a fun event to watch. I don't give a who you are. Lies. No, it's truth. I don't know. I could be off by a year or two. I just watch it on YouTube. I never watch it live. Not so bad. How are you there, Kane? Everybody's cool here. But yeah, timber sports. That's a fun looking event. I'd really like to check that out just for the hot saw. I like to see all them snowmobile motors cutting, you know. That's cool. That's really cool. But it's still no vintage chainsaw orders been by golly, I'll tell you that much. Alright, well take care, Cashman. You be safe on the site. Don't need to step on no nails. Now you take care, buddy, and you keep making them sweet axe handles. And for anybody watching, go check out Cashman if you want to see some sweet axe handles. And boy, oh boy, he knows how to make an axe handle. And boy, oh boy, is he got a sweet looking shop. He's got all the toys. Roy Evanson, oh my gosh, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. That guy's got the best handle going. It's funny, I keep on joking with everybody when I'm building them dirtbag saws there. I'm gonna make what Munson is the bowling is what dirtbag is gonna be the saws. But anyways, yeah, I love that handle. That's hilarious. But I should probably get going. Oh man, isn't the rain beauty though? I could sit here and listen to that all day. But I gotta tidy this thing up. I'm gonna get the floor cleaned up. I think that's about all we're gonna do to this thing today, and I might shift gear and go on to the big guy. So everything's kind of minor except for the door. I mean, but that's still even just a couple hours. I can have that done too. Ah, my golly, you should have seen it. I mean, I should have showed you it when I first got it, but I didn't want anybody to get disgusted and be like, oh, there's no way. But maybe I should have. Maybe I should have. Because by golly, we got her clean and we got her solid now. Anything that was, you know, kind of sketchy, I just blocked it up with some fresh wood and spray foamed the guts out of her. Same with the bed frame. I mean, I even put some blocks under that to support it extra. And I just spray foamed the guts out of her, so she ain't going nowhere. Lots of spray foam in here, so hopefully you use it to hold the cold air in at night and don't roast off during the day. But yeah, it's not so bad. I don't know, I'm happy with it. I'm gonna stop gawking though. I should probably get going, get on to bigger and better things. But hey, yeah, the maple special, guys. This could be your humble abode for a night or two for the low, low price of saying hi. Hey, pretty cool. I thought that was clever, you know, my little maple beam, you know. I gave this whole straw I had a good worth, you know, and now I feel like I got my good Amish, my Amish building here. You know, we put the beam in, you know, live edge beam. Spray foam's good stuff. Well, you know, I suppose. But I mean, that might cost a handshake, you know, by golly, or maybe a hug. So, and it depends. Depends how much maple syrup you want. But anyways, there's the maple sweet, guys. Well, speaking of sweet, how about this shirt? Hey, pretty sweet shirt. I don't know if you guys got a good look at the back of her. I've been staring at you the whole time. But at any rate, yeah. And thanks, you silly buggers, for the super chats. And we'll try and put that back into the trailers and everything here too. I mean, of course we will. I mean, I'm already in debt to the budget on the trailer, so we'll put that towards the trailer budget, and we'll put that into the next one too. Oh, there's the can of stuff. Well, the other can, the other one here doesn't seem dry. But I mean, never been open, so it's probably fine. Here, that roof repair rubber. We're just gonna that on top of it. Just one big. Oh, why'd you do that again? Oh man, I wasn't quick enough. Thanks, Chippy. You don't have to do that, brother. Jeez Louise. Just come down and say hi. That's a big enough gift by you. You know, you can come and stay in the maple suite. But yeah, and heck yeah, now she's ready. You can come and stay here for a good week. We do a good week of fish. Here I'm sitting down chatting again. I'm trying to get motivated and get all ambitious again. You're good, you. You're good, you. Dougie! Good to see you. Jeez Louise. At this rate, I'm going to be here hanging out all day, which I'm okay with that. But, you know, there might be some other people who complain. But, oh, I got to show you my cool light switch, too. So, you might be able to, well, you can see that one. I guess that works, too. But, whoop. Okay. It's wireless. I think it's cool. I've got another one here. It's wireless on the same frequency. And another one here. It's wireless on the same frequency. And we can dim it for some romantic mood. And make it ready. And turn it off. Back on. Fancy. High tech redneck. What am I going? Oh, yeah. What's that? Well, yeah. No, I can't disagree with that. I mean, goofing off is always way more fun than getting serious. Who wants to be serious? That's no fun. That's no fun, man. Well, you can see my fun little frame job here. See? It worked. But I gotta fix that door. Like I said, there's a bit of a redneck door situation. It's like a barn door, buddy. So I don't know what would have been so horribly wrong with the old door that they would have had to do that, but whatever. I'll make something. I'll make a homemade door. Not a big deal. We'll spray foam the guts out of it. All right. So I think we're gonna cut her down there. Goku is getting empty. So also he's losing his Kaioken. That means he's getting cold. It's a fun mug though. I should almost show you the filling of it because like it changes and he gets all Kaioken when he warms up. I got another one where he goes Super Saiyan and I got Vegito and all that too. I'll leave you alone on the nerdy stuff. Most of you probably don't care for that. At any rate, you're down here. So, check out that Unity fight too, eh? Gosh dang, I'm just so tickled by this place. I love it. Anyways, take care, everyone. We love you all. And by all, I mean all you here. And, well, all you in the community, you know. And, till next time, you guys all take her easy. Be safe. And feel free to come stay in the Maple Lodge here.